hour ago. Army splashy. Jungkook cries when he sees Jimin's gift. What does it say? A haru moment again shook the hearts of the army around the world. Exactly 1 hour ago, horrendous news spread from the military camp where BTS's Jungkook was serving his military service. She was caught on camera crying after receiving a special gift from Jimin. Not only because the giver of the gift is a person so close to him, but also because the content of the gift is very personal and touching, to make the fans shed tears just from the description. According to a source from the internal circle of the military, the moment occurred during a night's rest. When Jungkook opened a simple box wrapped in a gray cloth, the color is known to be Jimin's favorite color. Inside, not a luxury item, not even jewelry, but a small thing and one handwritten letter. The little thing is a keychain in the shape of a lily of the valley, a flower that symbolizes homecoming and loyalty. The flower has significance in BTS's history. It appeared in some symbolism in the Love Yourself era. But what makes this moment so emotional is the letter included. A letter handwritten in black ink, Jimin convey, if the night feels heavy, remember that there is someone waiting for you to come back. Not because you are an idol, but because you are Jungkook, whom I have known for a long time. Don't hold back your tears. I used to say it's a sign you're still living sincerely. The letter consisted of only a few paragraphs, but described how strong the relationship between them was. Jungkook reportedly hugged the gift box and looked down for a long time before slowly wiping away tears. Other soldiers who were around him also chose to give space and not interfere. Many felt touched because even though both were in a tough situation, they still strengthened each other in the most personal and deep way, a fan wrote. Jimin knows how to touch Jungkook's heart without a lot of words. It's not just a gift, it's a form of love. Others commented, Jungkook cried not because he was weak, but because Jimin reminded him that he always had a place to go. After the news of Jimin's gift spread widely, Army began to explore the deeper meaning of every detail. The Lily of the Valley keychain Jungkook received was no ordinary symbol. In Korean as well as European culture, this flower is often used to convey a message of hope and faithful return. Fans believe that Jimin, who is known to be very sensitive to symbols and hidden meanings, deliberately chose this flower not without reason. Many speculated that the keychain was a sign that Jimin was waiting for Jungkook, emotionally and personally. Some army even highlighted that the keychain once looked similar to an accessory Jimin had worn in the past, as if he was giving away something he already owned and cherished, as a form of legacy of feelings for Jungkook. One of the parts of the letter that made Army really cry was the closing sentence mentioned by eyewitnesses. I know you're strong, but I want you to know that you don't always have to be strong. If you're tired, just call my name in your heart, I will listen. The sentence instantly became a viral quote on various social media platforms. Many fans felt that the letter reflected a much deeper emotional bond than what they had seen on camera. Jungkook, who is often known as a tough and calm figure, this time seemed so vulnerable, and that's the human side of it that Army loves the most, although Big Hit Entertainment did not provide an official statement. Several Korean media outlets have confirmed the incident through sources from within the military environment. Interestingly, Jin, who had just completed his military service, reportedly provided personal support to Jungkook via text messages, encouraging him and praising his incredible maturity in the midst of great pressure. Meanwhile, Taeyong reportedly gave a brief but meaningful reaction upon learning of Jimin's gift. He just smiled a little and said, Jimin always knew what Jungkook needed, even without Jungkook saying it. The sentence further reinforces that the closeness between them is not something that can be forced or made up. It was formed from years of traveling together, from the sweat, laughter, and tears they shared. Although it wasn't the first time Jimin had given Jungkook a gift, this time it felt very different. Perhaps because the context is very personal, Jungkook must be away from the stage, from the fans, from home, and from his freedom. In that situation, a small gift and a letter from the person he trusts the most become invaluable solace. Army was busy writing a virtual letter of reply to Jungkook and Jimin, hoping that their message could be conveyed even if only through cyberspace. Many felt that this moment wasn't just about the two BTS members, but about the entire community that grew up with them for over a decade. When Jungkook's tears fall because of Jimin's gift, the world seems to stop for a moment. In the midst of a fast-paced world, full of pressure and expectations, these two friends show that small tenderness and care still have the power to touch the soul. The gift may be small physically, but large in meaning and leave a message for all of us. Genuine love does not need a stage. It grows in silence and endures in the distance. And as Jimin wrote in his letter, "If the night is heavy, call my name in my heart." So the army knew they could call Jungkook by heart and still believe in the magic of simple love. After the moment of the gift was revealed, many fans began to revisit Jimin and Jungkook's various interactions in the past. From V-Live broadcasts, interviews, to behind-the-scenes documentation, ARMY found a number of moments that now feel more meaningful. For example, the way Jungkook looks at Jimin when he talks about his dreams or fears, or how Jimin always knows when Jungkook is not doing well despite not saying a word. One fan revealed in a community forum. "I used to think it was just a casual friendship, but now I feel like their relationship is built from a very deep understanding, even deeper than words can describe." Emotional closeness, as seen between Jimin and Jungkook, is indeed not something that can always be captured on camera. He is more often seen in small things, when Jungkook laughs the most when he is with Jimin, or when Jimin suddenly touches Jungkook's arm as if to make sure he is present and real. These moments, although small, continue to accumulate and form a story that quietly develops behind the glitter of the K-pop world. Some ARMY even refer to this relationship as a form of silent love that does not have to be explained or announced, but rather felt. They don't need to say, "We love each other," because their behavior already speaks much more than that. Further reports said that after receiving the gift, Jungkook looked calmer and more focused. He was more often seen smiling between his daily military duties, and even some of his colleagues mentioned that he looked excited to go home more than ever. Many believe that Jimin's emotional support has strengthened Jungkook mentally, help him face the challenging times of conscription. Some of the staff said that Jungkook even started writing a letter back to Jimin. No one knew the exact content yet, but they watched him write for more than an hour, occasionally stopping and staring out the window, then smiling a little before returning to writing. Perhaps this will be a reply that will also be no less touching. In the entertainment industry, the closeness between idol group members is often considered part of a marketing strategy or fan service. But the story of Jimin and Jungkook slowly proves that what they have cannot be faked. They are not just two idols who have to appear close in front of the camera. They are two souls who have grown together, know each other in wounds and laughter, and take care of each other in the most tender way. The gifts Jimin sends, Jungkook's cries, and all the reactions that follow teach one simple thing: true love doesn't always have to be announced. Sometimes it comes in the form of a small attention, in slowly written handwriting, or in a small necklace tucked discreetly. And as the world watches in silence, two mutually understanding hearts keep beating at a frequency that only the two of them can hear. ARMY knows whatever their relationship really is, love is real. And for many, that's more than enough.